you want to be a professional basketball player, but you're 38 years old, you're 5'2", and you weren't even on your JV team in high school. I'm sorry, but that's going to be a little bit delusional. Now, listen, the Lord can do anything. He can. But I feel like that dream's going to be a little bit delusional for you. I just, Hey guys, it is me, and we're back again with Intentional Living with Sonia W, where we talk about how to live intentionally, how to align our lives with our values, and how to make our dreams meet reality. Okay? So I am super excited that you are here today because we're going to keep going down this road about dreams. I wanted to talk about how in the world do we figure out if our dream is worth dreaming. Now, this one's going to be quick. I'm going to get out your hair real quick because I only have 3 things that you need to do, okay? Now, 3 things, there's plenty more, but I think these are 3 key things that are going to help you figure out if these dreams are actually even worth dreaming. Because sometimes we could think that bad pizza that we ate last night is actually a dream that we are supposed to pursue, and it was just bad pizza. It was just bad sushi or something. I don't. Sometimes it really is just that, right? But anyway, we gotta figure out, is this truly a dream that is worth dreaming about? Is it a dream that is actually something that really is a plan or a purpose or part of who we are, right? I always talk about those 6 key relationships in our lives. And why do I do that? Because that actually does help you figure out if this is a dream worth dreaming. And I did talk about it a little bit. I was like, did I even talk about it? I do talk about it in my notes. Sometimes I be forgetting what I write. But anyway, that's why I'm always harping on those 6 key relationships, because I truly believe that when you really understand your desires for the 6 key relationships in your life, which is God, your health, your mind, and then family, friends, and finances, those dreams that you have for your heart are all going to be connected to that, are all going to enhance those things. And when you get those things in alignment, then you're able to truly pursue your dreams. But anyway, the 3 things that you can do to make sure that this is actually a dream worth dreaming are: 1, getting clear. Then 2, figuring out, is this based in reality? Do it make sense? And then 4, do I actually really want to do this? Like, for real, do I really want to do this? So let's break it all the way down. So number 1, get clear. You got to be clear about the things that you are saying that you want to do. My goal and my desire for people and for this platform and for my clients and all of this type of stuff is that I want to see people living intentionally so that they can actually make room for their God-sized dreams, that they can actually make their God-sized dreams meet reality. And I truly believe it is vested and it is grounded in living this life intentionally. I love Psalm 90:12, where it says that it's David talking to God saying, teach me how to use all of my time wisely. Like, and earlier in that Bible verse, or earlier in that chapter, he talks about how we only have 70, maybe 80 years. So teach me how to use it wisely. So I think it's just so important that we are living our lives intentionally. So again, get clear. So I understand my goal. I understand my desire, but it was not easy to get to. Like, even now, I'm still tweaking and still thinking about it. I know my end goal and my end desire is to help women of all kinds who are busy, who are running businesses, who are doing all types of things. They have families. They have a thriving career. They have a side business, or maybe that's their whole business, but they feel so frazzled. They feel so frazzled because they're still not clear about their values. And because of that, they're stumping that dream that they have in their hearts to do. Or they feel like they just can't get to it because they have so many other things to do. My goal and desire in life is to help us figure that out. Now I just got real deep, real there. But that's the reason why I do this, right? But you see that I'm clear about it. It wasn't easy getting there. It wasn't easy figuring out what is my dream, what is the thing that I desire to do. And honestly, I had to get to the point where I realized that I have other dreams too. I want to have the healthiest body that I can so that I can move and breathe and give honor to God in my body. I want to have a healthy family. I want to have healthy finances so that I can be generous in all occasions, right? Like I have multiple dreams. And yes, this key thing that I'm doing is going to help me get to that, but I had to realize that I had multiple things that I desired. So that's why it's so important to have your values in line. But like I was saying, getting to the point of understanding that I want to help women align themselves with their values so that they can make room to make their dreams meet reality wasn't easy. And a couple of things that I did to get to this point was one, prayer. Prayer. Lord, prayer. Prayer. Because sometimes, and even when I don't pray, being quiet and just listening to God. And then trial and error. Like I have done so many things, changed my colors, changed my taglines. Like I've done so many different things. And I think that as we do in our dream, we begin to see our dream clearer. So it's so important to understand that yes, you got to be clear with your dream, but go ahead and do something about it. Go ahead and do something and see what happens, right? See if it gives fruit. If it gives fruit, then keep going down that road. If it's not giving fruit, then stop going down that road, right? That's the number thing. That's the number one thing. Then the second thing is to figure out if it's actually based in reality. Make sure that you're not totally delusional when you're putting this together, okay? So for instance, you want to be a professional basketball player, but you're 38 years old, you're 5'2", and you weren't even on your JV team in high school. I'm sorry, but that's going to be a little bit delusional. Now listen, the Lord can do anything. He can. But I feel like that dream's going to be a little bit delusional for you. I just, or you want to be a singer. Yes. And nobody has told you that you can sing. No one. Huh? You know, sometimes I feel like I think about what was that show? Oh my gosh. There was this show where they had the people with Simon Cowell and all those people. I forgot the name of that show. But you remember watching that show and seeing those people in the auditions, right? That ain't had no friends. You know who I was talking about. You know exactly who I was talking about. They ain't had no friends because they got up there and embarrassed themselves in front of those professional stars and producers and all that kind of stuff. Sounded like drowned cats and all type of craziness, right? That dream may be delusional. So, how do you figure out if it's actually based in reality? Number one, ask a close confidant. Ask a close confidant, can I sing for real? Can I? Ask a mentor. Do you have any mentors in your life or spiritual authority or somebody? Ask them, does this sound like me? Does this sound like something that I can do? And then do research. Actually look up and kind of study the thing that you're interested in. Is it actually a thing? Maybe it's not. And that's okay if it's not. Because God is always doing something new, right? God is always putting new things and new dreams in people's hearts and minds to do. But do some research. Perhaps, doing underwater basket weaving is not something that you can become a multi-millionaire with. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. But it's so important to do those couple of things to figure out, is this dream based in reality? And then finally, decide, do you really want to do this? Are you really passionate about this? Like, if you could do nothing else, would you still do this? I love this quote from Steve Jobs. And if you know me, you think that you would probably laugh that I'm actually quoting Steve Jobs, but that's a whole nother thing. It says, if you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Is the vision pulling you? Is it something that you absolutely like cannot not do? Right? Like for me, getting behind this right now phone and doing these videos is something that I love. Like I was legit mad last week that I could not record, or a couple of weeks ago now. This is probably like 3 weeks ago now. I was sick and I couldn't record because my voice, and even you could kind of hear my voice is still kind of funny acting, but I could not talk because I sounded like an 80-year-old chain smoker. Like it was bad. It was really, really bad. And my friends had to tell me to sit down because it was like the first day that I felt good. I was like, oh, I'm going to record. And I still sounded crazy. And my friends had to say, sit down. Sit down. Sonia, you're doing too much. Sit down. And I realized then that I truly am passionate about this, that I really truly believe that this is going to help somebody. So that's why I keep doing it, right? So are you passionate about this? It's now, I want to say this though. Passion is not the only thing. It is a thing, it is a key thing, but it's not the only thing that's going to get this thing done, get this dream done. You do need that passion to keep you pushing. I love, there's another quote that I love from this woman, Gail Hyatt, where she says, when you lose your why, you lose your way. So it's so important to have a why. And that's where that passion is. When you know your why, when you know why you're getting up, while you're doing these videos, while you're reading these books, while you're studying for this exam, when you know and you got this why in your heart and in your, oh my gosh, like in your gut, when you know it, then it's a lot harder to stop when it gets hard. Because let me tell you, it's going to get hard. It's going to get hard. The Bible says, don't you worry, there's going to be trouble. But check it out. God has overcome the world, right? He tells us, God actually tells us that there's going to be trouble. You ain't got no choice. You're going to be going through some trouble. And it's so important to know that when you have a passion for something, it's going to help you push through the hard times, the struggle times, the times where it doesn't seem like it's doing anything for you. Okay? So those are the 3 things to do, where you get clear, you figure out if it's based in reality, and then finally, do you actually really want to do this? Are you passionate about it? Now that you figured out, okay, is this dream worth dreaming? You got to make sure that your life actually is conducive to making that thing happen, right? So check out my life audit. If you join my email list today, go ahead, click that link below. Go ahead, down below. If you click that link down below, then you get the opportunity for a 10-minute lesson that's going to help you audit your life, figure out where you are right now, and then take a moment to figure out the next best steps, okay? So listen, y'all, I'm so excited for y'all because now you figured out if you got this dream that's worth dreaming, right? You figured out, okay, this is the thing to do, right? And you are going to get on top of your life. You're going to begin to live life intentionally. And I'm excited to see you along on the journey. So y'all have an awesome day wherever you are.